Hello, everybody, and welcome to the chair. This is a real special edition, gang. This is the LA Clippers 2019-2020 season preview. As you know, or may have known, or may not know, behind me, as you can tell, I'm a huge Clipper backer, and uh, and obviously this offseason uh, was one to behold because didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't know what, Doc Rivers, Jerry West, Palmer, uh, GM, didn't know Lawrence Frank, all these guys, great minds all together, didn't know what they were going to do about improving the roster. As you recall, last year, 2019, they made the 8th seed, uh, lost in 6 hard-fought games to the Warriors, who ended up going to the finals. But this was a team slated to be, 10th or 11th, not in the playoffs. And they showed heart, desire, speed, shooting, scoring, block steals, 6 man. Uh, it was amazing, honestly. I um I couldn't believe the heart that they showed. It was so amazing last year. And then this off season comes up. The first one uh, didn't know didn't know what was gonna happen. Everybody said, "Oh, Kawhi's gonna go to Lakers." Or the Raptors, back to the Raptors, but miracle happened, I guess, or he just stayed quiet about it. Their little gangster move got Paul George with him, and instantly the Clippers became title contenders this year for sure. And it just made me so elated that one day, July 3rd, I believe it was, uh, earthquake happened that night, and then 5 hours later, the news that got out that Kawhi's going to Clippers, and he's bringing Paul George with him. Now they did trade a lot of draft picks away. Shea Gilgeous Alexander, Gallinari, who both whom really did well for the Clippers last year. That was a fun team for sure last year. That I think touched people's imaginations and made them think that if they can make the playoffs, you can do something in your life, I guess. So that was a lot of fun last year for sure. Uh, this year, there's higher expectations. There's the finals. There's championship. There's Larry to be had, and I cannot wait for the season to begin. And it starts Tuesday, October 22nd. That's a day away, and I can't wait for that uh, to come up. So uh, it's gonna be something, and unfortunately, but good for him. Ralph Lawler retires after 40 years with the Clippers, and you know, I have a shirt behind me. I'll have it up forever because he was the Clippers for so many years and got me uh, watching every night, no matter how bad it was, no matter how good it was too. So, uh, so I'll miss him, his announcing of the games, and with Brian Siemens in there, and he should be formidable for sure. He's been with the Clippers on radio for the last 11, 12 years, so that would be fun. Giving his view of the game for sure. But let's get down to it. The roster I would love to break down, as this is the 50th season of the Clippers organization. Remember, starting in Buffalo, went to San Diego, and then here. And I feel like uh, here in LA, toughest crowd, to persuade. But let's do it. Getting Kawhi Leonard as I break down the roster, that was a feat in itself. Instantly makes your team better than before. Uh, Definitely the main factor of the team for sure. It's going to be interesting to see how um, Kawhi plays this season because, as you know, last year he had resting. He had games where he rested, and that's okay because you want him fresh, you want him ready to go when it's playoff time. So I understand that for sure. And obviously, it worked last year in Toronto uh, with him uh, winning the uh, Finals MVP and the World Championship for the Toronto Raptors. And I thought that was such a cool thing. Did not know, like I said, where he was going to go, but he came back home in a way. Uh, that was pretty cool. And to have a guy like him, like I said, instantly puts your team as a contender. Bringing over Paul George with him, he and Westbrook did not get along after a while, and it showed in the playoffs as the Thunder lost to the Blazers. And he knew something had to happen. The crazy moves this year, Russell going to the Rockets, Chris Paul, uh, George pretty much needed to go somewhere else. And it was a brass move by the Clippers for sure. Very brash move, and getting Paul George, that was huge. Both Kawhi and Paul George, they instantly make a team better defensively as well as offensively. For the leadership that these two can bring, especially Kawhi, it means the world to a roster for sure. Uh, what's awesome too is that uh, there was not much change with the roster because with the Paul George trade, that was a couple of players and some picks, but the core was not messed with. Coming back, signed Patrick Beverly. He's the heart and soul of the Clippers. He can defend with the best of them, score, 3-point shot, leader, not afraid of anyone. He won't back down. Like I said, the heart and soul of the Clippers. That's Pat Beverly. Another guy like that, Montrezl Harrell. Uh, every year he gets better, and he's just like Patrick Beverly. Uh, if he can even have some shooting from the outside, that'd be awesome too. But his main role is to defend, get rebounds, and score. And he's done that the last couple of years with the Clippers. He's been amazing. He's one of those heart and soul guys as well. JaMychal Green came over from Memphis last year. And I didn't know what to expect from him. But right away, he went out making threes, making dunks, making plays happen, defending so well. He's such a great piece. Such a great piece. I'm happy they brought him back. The sixth man of the year, Lou Williams. He's just amazing how he can score in bunches. He's a guy off the bench you can count on to do everything for you offensively. Even get some steals and ones and pick and roll and 3 pointers. He's awesome. Uh, so next, I guess the new addition that other from the big two was Mo Harkless coming over Portland. He had some veteran leadership. Um, Good scorer, 6'8". Defends okay. It'd be interesting how he fits in with the Clippers. I'm hoping the best for sure for him. Landry Shamet, 3-point expert, looked like last year. I want to see him develop even more. Traded over from Philly for Tobias Harris, Boban. That was one of those trades where you feel like it was a good deal for both teams. I guess you could say for the Sixers and Clippers. So we're just seeing how he does coming off the bench with the 3-point shots and scoring. Patrick Pearson also comes over. He was with the Thunder most recently. Veteran guy, 6'9". He can rebound. He can score, shoot from the outside. Veteran for sure to bring some leadership. Zubac came over from the Lakers last year. Basically gave him away. Great inside scorer. Can defend. Great rebounder. Interesting to see how he develops. That'll be something to see for Zubac. Jerome Robinson, he's one of those guys. He gets lost in the rotation. He has good spurts and bad spurts. I want to see him shoot the rock a little better. That'd be awesome to see. Uh, Now, a couple of rookies I'm looking at. Terrence Mann. This dude is 6'7", but the forward who plays like a guard. Uh, Pretty good scorer. Tough. He won't back down from anyone, as you saw with Luka Doncic. They had a little beef going on. We'll see if that transpires to the regular season. When they play the Mavericks 3 times or so. That'd be fun to see. He came out of Florida State. And his teammate from Florida State, I've seen these two a couple of times on March Madness in Southern California here. Number 25, Kabingle. Pretty good rebounder. He's going to be a work in progress and a scorer in that facet. Would love to see him defend well coming off the bench. That'd be a cool thing to see him make some type of impact, like man would. So that's pretty cool to see those guys together in college and then in the NBA. There's also Rodney McGruder came over last year from Miami Heat. He'll come off the bench. He'll provide some shooting and some toughness and defense. I want to see how he does. Jonathan Motley, he's a two-way player. He's a 6'10" forward. Can deep defend and score. I want to see him get it acclimated to the NBA game more and more in the D League with Ontario. That'd be cool to see. That's been basically a breakdown of the Clippers roster. It's been interesting to see how this all works. Again, you got Doc Rivers as the head coach, champion. He's been coaching for a while now. Got Tyronn Lue coming over after he was let go from the Cavs. Everybody thought he was going to be the Lakers head coach, but he backed out at the last second. Too much stress. He comes over and reunites with Rivers and Sam Cassell from the Boston days. So that's pretty cool to see. Sam Cassell's still there, and I feel like still Sam Cassell could be a head coach anywhere. And hopefully one day he gets a chance. I don't know where, but I feel like he should already be a head coach of an NBA team for sure. And that'd be awesome to see one day. They got Armand Hill, Casey Hill, Rex Cobbleman. He's a pretty good offensive mind. Brendan O'Connor. We ever have a player development, Natalie Maski. Seen her a couple of times. Pretty cool. All in all, just a great organization from top to bottom. Palmer as the owner. Uh, you got the director of player development. Got the president, Lawrence Frank. A great mind in itself. Some other great people in the front office. So you feel like this is one uh, one team, one goal. We're together, and that's what brought me to be a fan of them in the first place. Years ago, it was a togetherness that I was feeling from the Lob City days, but obviously there were Eagles on that team, and there were something that happened where it didn't all get along, but you know that's something to cherish those days and move on. 'Cause those were the most successful days. But now there's a chance that this 2019-2020 Clippers team may be the best in their history. And I cannot wait for Tuesday to begin. Cannot wait for the season to begin against the Lakers, and then on Christmas against the Lakers, and then the national TV uh, schedule will start up, and we'll see how everybody responds. And there will be injuries, there will be time off, and we'll see how all that goes for the Clippers. Playoffs will come, and they're bound to make that, and hopefully be a number one seed. You know, have a and it won't be easy task with the West. The West is so stacked. Uh, Again, with Kevin Durant leaving, but being injured with Brooklyn, the Warriors, you know, they don't have the same firepower, but you still have to be aware of them. The Lakers getting Anthony Davis with LeBron and a cast of others who are going to help themselves out. You have some veteran pieces, that look very good. It's going to be a fun season in LA with the Clippers and the Lakers, and then still got the Warriors, still got the West with the Nuggets and the Blazers, Utah. You know, it's going to be no easy chore, but hopefully the Clippers come out of the West and win it all against Milwaukee or Philly or Indiana. But I don't know about Indiana, but this will be such an interesting year. Um, and again, hopefully, for the first time, Clippers win it all. And I would love nothing but that. And I'll I'll remember it forever for sure, and break down for sure if that happens. Uh, so can't wait. Tuesday, October 22nd against the Lakers TNT. Let's get it started. It's gonna be some type of season, and can't wait for it to begin. So that's been the chair Clipper season preview. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So if you like what you see, I'm gonna have videos every week and about Clippers, about NFL. I'm doing. We also have the World Series going on, starting off Tuesday as well. Uh, but you know, I cannot wait for this Clipper season to begin, and then on and on we go. So it's been the chair. It's been real, and shout out to Clipper Nation, bandwagoners, whoever. Uh, we're part of the special organization here, who you feel like you're not underdogs anymore. You're not the people in the back. You're coming up forward. You're making a statement. You're making an impact. Hard work, getting jobs done, being smarter, being better, and that's what the Clippers portray for me. So it'll be a fun year. I can't wait. 2020 Clippers. We'll see you soon.